Let me speak to you. Say please, I'll let you eat from this bowl. I'm the gatekeep for all you creeps on the floor. All the that creeped in will get a heave in the hole, then deported off YouTube. Now your visa's revoked.
What is good, ladies and gentlemen of the SFJ Nation? We back on that everyday dropping videos grizzine. Crisis Screwed Up is out now. How many versions I got check? You know we got a little goals that we set personally to try to hit. I appreciate everybody who's been watching that. It's at 34K right now. Probably gonna be 35 by this drop. Let's get that to 40, baby. 40,000 vers. We on the road to 50, but we know we you know what I mean? We put the goal where we put the goal. I appreciate each and every one of y'all that's been showing that mad love. We out here. I've been trying to tell them, bro, though. Listen. The most controversial in the building, bruh. Slime Shady in the But we gotta talk about this, man. So let me shoot this because I don't want people to think I'm crazy out there. But this is a follow-up video to my video about Tekashi 6ix9ine telling on everybody. Now, if you haven't watched that video, go check it out. But I thought that this was just gonna be telling on Treyway, telling on Mel Murder, telling on the 9 Trey B's, you know what I mean? That's what I thought it was gonna be. Oh, how little did we know? I had absolutely, positively no idea that Tekashi 6ix9ine would be talking about the people in hip hop that are tied in to the things. Now, Jim Jones's name was brought up, and I wanted to make a whole video about this. First off, the Trippie Redd thing. Trippie Redd's name is brought up. I think that has a lot to do with 6ix9ine's hate for Trippie Redd. I think he is purposely trying to get Trippie Redd in trouble. I really think he is. I think he's purposely trying to tie him into this stuff. The thing is, when you are an informant and when you've already said that you're gonna snitch, you've gotta say everything. But here's my thing. 6ix9ine is saying things he's not asked. There's things that I have found out from these testimonies that has now made me be like, oh wow, I did not know the half of it. Now, we'll stick to the hip hop part of this because, you know, news came out that his driver is an informant. There's other informants, all kind of different wiretaps and all. This is some real life Sopranos-ish. This is some real life Goodfellas-ish right here. So, this really affects hip hop and specifically New York hip hop. One, Casanova, his name was brought up into this. Now, one thing that I noticed, and if you maybe noticed it, was that I think Casanova smelled this coming from a mile away. Just look at the way that Casanova, because the way that their beef started, and then after it started getting like real and street stuff started happening, how much he moonwalked out the situation. People were calling him soft. People were saying, oh, he afraid of 6ix9ine, he afraid of Treyway. Nah, he's smart. He was smart. He took every chance he possibly could to let people know we are not beefing publicly. That wasn't for the people, that was for the peoples. Now, that's a bar. You can have that one, that's a bar. He wasn't talking to the people like you and me, he was talking to them peoples. We ain't even got to touch on now. He was trying to let them know, yo, leave me out of this. Leave me alone. That's what he was trying to say. But they did. His name got brought up in this whole thing too. So then, those Trippie Redd and Casanova's name being brought up wasn't as, it was crazy to me. But since they really didn't do too many things, I guess the Barclay stuff still hasn't fully came out yet as of me recording this. But I don't think he had, as much things going on in between it. Like, stuff that would get him messed up, caught up. Same thing with Trippie, that would cause for them to be called to the stand. But then the Jim Jones audio came out. Tekashi said, this is bigger than Nino Brown. I'm taking all you motherfuckers down with me. What? Come to find out, Jim Jones is a part of the same hood. And it's crazy because I've always known Jim Jones was throwing them bees up. I always saw him doing I knew he was winning the New York ones. I knew that Dipset, I feel like, played a role in bringing, mainstreaming the bees, the bloods in New York and stuff. And ever since Certified Gangsters, no problem with that. But to hear, I never even put two and two together that they were from the same, it was the same organization. But to hear the things that was said on that video, on that wiretap, to me was crazy. This is literally becoming a movie. This movie's gonna be crazy when it comes out. Mark my words. This is stranger than fiction. That's what I'm saying. This is literally, you could not write this good. You know what I mean? So, entertaining wise, this is not good because we're literally still talking about people going to jail here. Like, this is really what for a long time. You know what I mean? So, not bad, this one. I got two dreads just doing this to that. Anyway, so, the wiretap comes out and Jim Jones is talking to, I think, Mel Murder, and they're talking about, super violating son. And because, that quote had came out that somebody had said that they were going to super violate 6ix9ine. Little did we know it was Jim Jones. That dude is really capo. That's really capo, apparently. But I heard him when everybody heard him and he was saying the super violate stuff. Man, that was nuts. That was nuts. And then the audio came out of Shotty talking to, I think it was Mel Murder. It's just like, Mel Murder's audio was so crispy clear that that's how you know he was the one that was getting wiretapped. You know what I mean? And you even hear Shotty, like the things that people are saying on the phone, it's like, just on the sake of being paranoid. Some people be like, yo, the government is watching us through our iPhones and our MacBooks and da-da-da. They tape up their little camera on their MacBook. They're probably not too far off. Let me just get my tinfoil fitted on. Let me get my Hassan Campbell on real quick. I don't think they're too far off. I just don't. You are being watched, so when you're talking about stuff like this, I feel like you should talk about it with a lot more caution. And you should just be paranoid, especially if I don't even be doing illegal stuff, and I'd be paranoid about phone calls and stuff, about what I say. That's the craziest part. So you hear Jim Jones doing this stuff, and I'm going to keep it a buck. This is the thing I'm going to say that nobody else is saying about this. I get Jim Jones' dedication to his hood. I understand the loyalty to his organization. I understand they probably held him down when he needed it. Here's my issue. Jim Jones is to the age, and I know, you don't grow out of it, but I see like the trade bees. I see like I can't think. I'm thinking of the people who do the Vlad stuff, like the big people who might still be in the hood but grew out of that stuff and are denouncing that stuff and not trying to send the youngins down that path. right? Now, Jones definitely raps about that and his love for it, which is a glorification of it in his music. He does that. He definitely does that. What's the bone chilling part is that he was actually doing it too. I don't know why, but seeing Jim Jones at the point he is, and I'm a big Jones fan. Nobody, listen, that's reversible, that's convertible Jones, man. That's the illest ish talker that hip hop has ever seen. That dude had the nastiest part of Jim Jones songs be the 10 seconds before the song drop. He be talking so flavorful ish, and I'd be like, oh, this dude is just slanguini. But the thing that for some reason rubbed me the wrong way is that at the point he is in hip hop, in his life, he's got a bunch of legitimate ways to get money. This is one of the dudes who made love and hip hop big. Now, whether you think that's good or bad, that's still franchise stuff. That's still money stuff. He's got so many chances to not be. That the fact that he's still in it, he's still giving orders, he's still talking like this on phones and stuff is wild to me, man. Some young stuff, like, I don't know, it just hurts my heart to think that, because I wish that you can, like, evolve. You know, I love seeing people evolve. I'm not saying you gotta not be a part of your neighborhood no more, but to be actively in the BS, you should be on the side that's trying to get money, because look at what happened, man. The reason why, you know, Shotty even found 6ix9ine or Treyway, and that's another thing too, is that like the Treyway people have to take responsibility that their judge of character must have been really bad at this time. They must have had a wild lapse in judgment when it comes to judge of character, because there's literally, it doesn't even, the hood trappers all the way from Atlanta to the regular soccer moms in the middle of Wyoming could tell you 6ix9ine was not no street dude, and it probably wouldn't be smart. Battery's about to die, so if it cuts off, it cuts off. It probably wouldn't be smart to associate yourself with him. So that was a lot of judgment. So what I'm saying is Jones, I feel like should have been more on the side of whatever he can do to get money for the organization legitimately, instead of trying to have somebody else do it. It's whatever, man. The story, the plot thickens. It keeps going crazier and crazier. This is literally the wildest thing that's ever happened in hip hop to me. I can't believe we're witnessing this. Like, comment, subscribe. We're on the road to 200,000 subscribers. That battery's about to die, but I got the video done just in time. Yeah, go so. Yeah, crisis in this. We the hottest out here, bro. You motherfuckers get your feelings, man. We out. Shout out to the S&J Nation.